Hi, happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to put my 2 cents in because there's something that I've been noticing that kind of bothers me. I remember when I first got on the computer, I was practicing by going into the chat rooms and different countries that I can communicate with, like Canada and England. A couple things I noticed after 3 hours of in that chat room talking to people. When I was done, I had this elated feeling like I had been talking to my best friend for 3 hours. And I said, oh my God, that's where the addiction is. These people didn't know me. I didn't know them. I was practicing how to learn the computer, and that was way back in the 90s. But I understood the addiction because I didn't have a lot of friends at the time. I didn't have a lot of people calling me or a lot of people, appreciating me. So when I was talking to these people in foreign countries, and they can be anybody, they want to be behind the screen, so could I. Um, I was um, I was feeling like I was talking to my friend. I didn't. The loneliness was gone, but I realized at that time that that's not a healthy thing. And anyways, as time progressed, then comes Facebook and MySpace and then Facebook, and everybody's having, they have their friends, and people are just telling, I'm going to the store or I'm at the store right now on Facebook. I'm thinking, what? Why are you doing that? You don't need to tell somebody everything you do. Then I had one person posting, oh, this is what I made for dinner. This is what I made for breakfast. Who gives a damn? You know what I mean? Did you do that before Facebook? Did you call everybody and say I'm having breakfast for dinner, or did you do that? And I'm just amazed by it. What they're telling you, they're putting their children on Facebook. They're reporting everything they're doing, and it's a false life. I mean, they think that those friends, and they got a lot of friends, and people are friending you because one of their friends. Um, maybe the problem is the same feeling that I got with the computer when I first started. You feel like you have a lot of friends, only it's not real again. Has anybody thought of the fact that they're doing the same thing you're doing, connecting with you because they feel that they're not connected on an intimate basis with enough people? And then comes texting. First it was cell phone, and I remember people were constantly on their cell phone. I don't care if you're in a show, they had to be on their cell phone. And I would think to myself, do they think they're popular? And maybe that's what they want to show to the world. Look, everybody, I'm real popular. I have the cell phone. People are calling me and I'm talking on the phone, especially businessmen. And that used to drive me crazy. I'd be in a dealership waiting for my car, and I'm trying to read something, and I might be in there for an hour or two till they fix my car, and some guy is on the phone talking about business. Why didn't he just step outside? And then I'm trying to read. It's kind of rude. But I think he had to feel important. And he's this important executive. Who cares? And then we go on to texting. People are texting while they're driving. Why? Why would you text while you drive? What's behind that? That's very dangerous. I think I know what's behind that. When somebody texts and you get a lot of texts, it makes you feel popular. And you don't really have to intimately interrelate with them, because he sends you a text, you send him a text. And I had a relative back in June. We were at this house. A family member has a house on Balboa Island, so we were getting together to enjoy the beach and a barbecue and all that. Anyways, this family member is about almost 50 years old. And what he said to me, he kept looking at his smartphone, and I said to him, I said, I don't see what his name is. I said, listen, when you're here, you need to be here with us. And what did he do? He kept saying, well, I'm real popular. He showed me all his friends and this gal he was dating, and they were texting back and forth. He was at a family event, and he was looking at his cell phone, texting back and forth, and he kept saying, I'm real popular. I'm real popular. And I thought, oh my God, he's like a 14-year-old. And that was important to him, more important to him than being with the family. That's the problem. You're with us. You need to interrelate with us. You need to be intimate with us and take time out to find out what we're doing. Not be into your own world, um, because you're so lonely on the inside and you need to feel loved. And that is what it's all about. You think you're being loved. Maybe the person that's sending you a text want you to text them back so they get the same feeling. I've seen this over and over. I also belong to some meetups. At one point, I went to this little Irish bar because I like Irish music. And the gal next to me looked like she's late 40s, early 50s. And she was looking at her smartphone. Now, I can see that if you're expecting an emergency call because you maybe have a family member in the hospital. But that's not what it was with her. She was looking. I thought, I almost want to say, hey, why did you sign up to show up here? When you're here, you need to be here. You need to be getting to know me and whoever else is around. This texting world, I think it's an addiction because people feel they're popular. We are not relating on an intimate level with one another. It's always about what's in it for us. How does it make us feel? Maybe what we need to do is get together with people and find out what they're all about and forget about you. Maybe if you start trying to make people feel better about themselves, they'll respond. We're not relating that way anymore. It's everything on the text. And if you want to avoid somebody, just send them a text. I don't like that. I like people to call me. And texting should only be if you need to send something quickly, not to interrelate rather. I've heard of people going, a young friend of mine, she's in her 40s, she went to the Staples Center, and she says the gals and the young men were texting back and forth. And I'm thinking, that is not good. If the man doesn't have enough guts to walk up to you, ask you to dance, or talk to you, he's not a man at all. I wouldn't let a man do that to me. And that's how that's how they date. Do you want texts every day? Blow it out your ear, please. Just interrelate to me on an intimate level. Just be real. I don't want you to text me every 5 minutes. I mean, I've never had a man do that, but I think, of course, the men in my age bracket don't do that, thank God. But I don't think this is healthy. I really don't. Everything needs to be in its right place. We are a narcissistic group of people. We really are. It's about money. It's about title. What title you have? Are you a loser? Are you a winner? People are people, for God's sakes. We all have our problems, but just take time out to get to know that person. Maybe interact with them. Maybe meet with people more, and quit with all this texting. And maybe if you did that, you develop some real relationships with people. You won't be texting while you're driving. You won't have this need to feel popular. Anyways, I had to put my 2 cents into this because I don't see this as a positive for us. I really don't. And definitely not in the dating game. I'm just blown away by that. The man doesn't go up and talk to the woman. I mean, that's not good. Anyways, I would like people to think about that. These people on Facebook, the 400 friends you have, are they really your friends? These people who are texting you, are they texting you so you're going to text back? Why aren't they calling you? Why aren't they coming over and visiting you? Why aren't you guys getting together? I think we need to take a look at that. I hope this improves, I really do. But if not, we're going to be a group of people who can't relate to each other at all. We're going to continue to go on this journey of having no intimacy with human beings, and that's not good. Anyways, in spite of it all, have a great holiday, and please start, interrelating more, and quit with all the texting. Thanks.